Now come to the next topic, that is very important topic, and from this topic your board questions they are coming. So that is Human Development Index. So what is Human Development Index? See, it is a new concept of HDI and it was introduced in 1990 by UNDP. Okay, so you should know about it, that what. So exactly what is this HDI, Human Development Index, and UNDP is what? United Nations Development Program. Okay, so under this program the HDI is working. So what are the three you can say indicators which help to keep the countries in these ranks? Okay, the countries are ranked as HDI. See, this is called index. Index, you know, that a type of ranking. For example, that in your books also the index is there. So some chapters are in the starting, some are in the middle, and some are in the last. So that is a kind of index. So that is a type of rank also, that you have to study those chapters at first and then those chapters at the last. So same here, index is there, that the ranking is done and the countries they are ranked under this. Okay, so I hope these three are clear. First is health, education and real per capita income. Now for HDI, the three indicators, among those three indicators, your first is health. It means that human development firstly is done when a good health of the people is there. Okay, when it is assured that the population is holding good health. Fine. So what you can say? See, it is basically a human development, and you can say that it is a centered approach to development. What type of centered approach? See, it is basically a human centered approach to development, and it focuses on the qualitative improvement of human life. Fine. So hence there are always improvements and additions in calculations of HDI. So it is a broader and multi-dimensional concept, that it is not only focusing on the per capita income, it is also focusing on the other concepts like education and health. So this is known as here the concept is multi-dimensional, and that is why it analyzes all the issues in society, whether economic, political, social or cultural, from the perspective of people. I hope it is clear to you now what is Human Development Index. Okay. See now how the ranking of the countries is done. See, simple, it is given over here. The rank to a country is assigned on the basis of value of its HDI. That's what I told you just now. Okay. On that basis of, or on the basis of the three indicators which I told you, health, education, on that basis it is made. So the HDI rank of a country indicates the place of the country in relation to other countries in the field of human development. Fine. Now the basic feature of the concept of human development is that it puts people at center of all concerns. So it is what just now I told you about this, that it is basically what? It is basically a human centered approach. It focuses on qualitative improvement of human life, and it is broader and multi-dimensional concept. Okay. Now very important thing, that is difference. From here only your in board exam the question comes, that give the difference between the criteria used by the World Bank and UNDP for measuring development. So now here, what is the difference between UNDP and World Bank? Bank, if we are talking about, so bank is not focusing on the multi-dimensional concept. Bank is just focusing on the income, the amount only. Fine. So the World Bank applies the criteria of average income. Fine. On the other hand, UNDP has developed a new criteria known as HDI. Here no such development is found, but here the new criteria we see about HDI. So the main difference between these two are average income focuses just on the increase in goods and services. Okay, while human development focuses on qualitative improvement of human life. Okay, So these are the differences which you can write down, which you can tell in your answers, and you have to present like this only. Fine. Now, some more things are given over here about HDI. HDI is some more differences. HDI is a wider and multi-dimensional concept. It includes health and educational aspects also, along with per capita income. That is why I told you that this is multi-dimensional. Fine. Now, next is that income is important, but the utilization of income in the proper direction is much more important, which is taken care by HDI. Okay, income can be from the wrong sources also, but here the HDI is focusing on the proper direction, utilization of income in the proper direction. So this is very important point, and this is what is making the UNDP, or you can say HDI, a quality form. Fine. So this was all about your chapter. And lastly, in your chapter, it is given about the sustainability of development, which you have already learned in chapter 1 of geography. Fine. In that also you have learned about it. So let's have a quick revision on sustainability of development. So what is exactly sustainability? Sustainability of development. Sustainable development may be defined as development that meets the needs of the present generation without compromising the ability of future generations. Okay, and what to meet their own needs. I hope the definition is clear. Okay, previously also you have studied about this definition. Fine. So if we will not take care of the resources, okay, so what will happen? Those resources will not sustain. Fine. So sustainable means whatever development is going on, sustainability should be there. Sustainable development should be there. Now I'll take the example that when, for example, that groundwater. Fine. Groundwater problem, the level has gone down. Okay. So the groundwater in India is under serious threat of overuse in many parts of the country. Fine. So overuse of groundwater is particularly found in agriculturally prosperous regions of Punjab and Western UP. Fine. So this is the reason that overuse of groundwater can also lead to the intrusion of saline water, so making the water unfit for drinking or irrigation. So it is very important, because you know that the groundwater, the water was exactly the renewable resources. Fine. This is called the renewable, which can renew itself. Those resources, it was categorized under the renewable resources. So what you can say now, that there is another danger for groundwater resources also. What is another danger for that? Pollution. So in recent years, what has happened, that certain cases of dangerous pollution of groundwater have reported and have been reported, and from different parts of the country. So groundwater is an example of, just now told you about which example, that is renewable resources, means which are replenishable resources. Okay, so which are replenished by nature. So water harvesting and water consumption are required to overcome the problem of declining groundwater level. Okay, I hope it is clear to you that how and why the sustainable development is required in India. Fine. Now next is your exhaustion of natural resources. See, the natural resources, they are getting exhausted because the rapid exhaustion of natural resources is there all around. Like crude oil is posing a serious problems for sustainability of development. Fine. So it is estimated that the reserves of the crude oil in the whole world is about 50 to 55 years. But according to the ratio, the production refers to the number of years that the reserves will last if production and use continue. If it continues at the current rates, means the way we are using it now, if at current rate we will be using it, then it means that if the world continues to use the crude oil at the current rate, the stock of crude oil would run out within these 50 to 55 years. So this was all about it given in your book, and you have to learn it because as a human being we have to means learn about these things so that we may conserve these resources. Fine. So this is nothing to give on account of any book, or you have to write this, you have to learn these answers and topics. No, see, you have to work on this because these two things are means under grade 3-8. Okay, so we have to not only learn but we have to practice it, certain measures to conserve them. I hope this whole chapter is clear. Now my dear students, do like, share and subscribe the video, and do practice all these questions, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.